next 100 days, I'm going to try to survive inside of this tiny circle, where if I die, the entire world gets deleted. To actually beat this challenge, I have a checklist of goals that I need to complete before day 100. And if I can't survive, I need to restart all over again. Alright, day 1, and hold up, this is actually a pretty cool spawn. We got a desert, a savanna, a regular biome. We should probably just start off by getting the basic stuff that you kind of need for like survival. I think this should be enough wood, so let's go mining and see if we can find some good resources. Ooh, coal. Oh, I forgot to get a pickaxe, didn't I? Yeah, I should probably make one of those. Pickaxe acquired. Oh my gosh, it's like an absolute chud saying that. What am I doing? Ouch. Ooh, I will take this furry iron. I just heard a skeleton, and I'm at 2.5 hearts. Bro. 6 minutes into the world. Are we serious? Yo, Quarzel, I kind of need your help with another video.
Bro, I am not helping you after that Dr. Donut video. You know how long I spent on that? Help! Somebody please, somebody help me! Help! Somebody help, please! Oh my god, are we...
Alright, take 2, and we're gonna last more than 6 minutes, right? Take 3, and I'm gonna survive this time, I swear. No! Not again, bro. You've got to be kidding me. All right, take 4. But this time, we're gonna actually do this. All right, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna what now?
This time, I'm gonna be a little bit smarter. We have 100 days, which is actually a decent amount of time. So I'm just gonna go and get some stuff first, get some food before we just jump into the caves and kill ourselves like the last 3 times. So for the first day, we just gathered food from hay bales, got a stone pickaxe, and killed the iron golem for an iron pickaxe. All before finally heading to bed on the first night.
No, this house has a bed, thank God.
Yo,
wait, Will, why are you sleeping next to me? You're so weird, bro.
Yeah. Then heading into the mines and the start of day 2. Yeah, I have no clue what Quarzel's doing. I think he just has some of the tism. I don't know. And pretty soon I found a massive cave where I started getting some resources.
I mean, I am like at 3 hearts and I'm getting actively shot at, but that's okay.
Luckily, Quarzel survived and I was able to keep mining, eventually getting my first couple pieces of iron. Oh, if you missed it because you're blind or just low-key stupid, that's the border. Yeah, it goes all the way to bedrock just to ensure that we don't go outside the border within the entirety of this 100 days. Now that we had a bunch of resources, Quarzel and I decided to start building the villager breeder, which is going to be absolutely imperative if we want to build an iron farm and other stuff that we're going to need villagers for. Alright, now that we have most of the villager breeder done, we kind of run into the first major challenge of this video, besides for me just kind of sucking at the game. And that is we don't have any sheep to make beds with. That might sound like a pretty small problem, but without beds, we don't have villagers. And without villagers, we don't have diamond armor, enchanted books, and an iron farm, which are necessary for all 3 steps of the checklist. So all I could do was just pray and hope a sheep would spawn. And just like that, it is already day 6. We're pretty much flying through this challenge. It's absolutely insane, but we're still waiting for a sheep to spawn. We've spent a few days in getting prepared. We've spent a few days in the mines and like a day and a half on the villager breeder, but still no sheep. So we're gonna keep looking out for that, and hopefully one spawns, because if it doesn't, then we're just cooked. Days and days slipped by as we waited patiently for sheep to spawn. Unfortunately, it seemed like we'd have to wait forever. Most of the time was spent in caves looking for resources. Although, for some reason, Quarzel wanted to wait until we got a fortune pickaxe to mine any diamonds, which I think is pretty stupid. Holy crash out, but I mean, you gotta understand, it's been a rough month. You know, I lost my hardcore world, and I also lost 5 bases in the Dr. Donut SMP, which also really sucks. So, yeah, it's been a rough month. It's about time that I stopped being a lazy bum and I start actually working on stuff. So I want to start on a tree farm, and hopefully it does lots of trees. What are you gonna do?
I can fortify the mines. There we go. Now ain't no creepers or zombies or anything will sneak up on us.
I think he just might be the least productive person that I've ever met in my entire life. So I started working a tree farm, as well as a circle that's going to encompass the base that we're going to have to build if we want to complete the checklist. And now, I'm incredibly excited to announce the first time lapse of this video.
Yo, Juan, look at this, I found a sheep.
Yo, you're actually so stupid. You're actually
Yeah, what are you talking about? We can use this one. What's wrong with this one?
I'd pretty much lost all hope that we were ever going to find a sheep until...
Mr. Juan.
Yeah?
I found 2 sheep.
Finally, 2 sheep has spawned, which is actually going to make this challenge even slightly possible. Over the next few days, we kept doing some miscellaneous tasks, like expanding the circle of where we want the build to be, as we waited for the villagers to breed. This is also about the point that I kind of realized that Quarzel was doing absolutely nothing in the challenge, because it was about day 20, and we had almost nothing done. I think part of the problem with us having nothing done is I've redone this circle 5 freaking times and it still doesn't line up. I'm just gonna move on and just screw this freaking circle, bro. Like, honestly. So I began working on the upper part of the base, which is step 3 on the checklist. But realistically, if I wanted to do the entire list within 100 days, I had to do some of them simultaneously. Which is why Quarzel and I decided to start working the actual base area. And I was already like halfway done with the villager trading hall when Quarzel informed me that if I didn't center the circle, like the base circle in the like the border circle, then he was gonna just leave because he didn't like it. And he even got so annoyed at me messing up all the circles, he offered to do it himself. And I'm so glad that he's doing the circle because I absolutely hate circles so much. If circles weren't invented, then we'd have the cure to cancer by now. I'm 100% sure of that. I'm not sure like how that's related, but I just hate circles. Finally, Quarzel and I actually feel geared enough to do something exciting. So we're gonna go do a trial chamber that Quarzel found, and it should be pretty fun.
Okay. No, okay, careful. Don't just... Oh! What have we run? There's oh god, there's a breeze, there's a breeze, there's a breeze, there's a breeze, there's a breeze. Why are you on me?
There's multiple breezes. Less than a minute in, and Quarzel and I were already fighting for our lives, and this wasn't at all helped by the fact that Quarzel wasn't even wearing any armor. He did this because apparently he's like good at gaming or something like that. I don't know, I can't relate.
Run, 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 run.
Holy, we're cooked! We're cooked! We cooked ourselves!
Run, 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 run!
Help! Help me!
My axe broke! Don't just leave me!
Hold on, I'm eating.
Okay, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive.
Oh, we got it! My box! My box! The situation seemed hopeless as the challenge flashed before my eyes. Everything that we'd done, and everything that we planned to do. The entire challenge came down to this moment. If you didn't know, Minecraft shields take 5 ticks to engage, or a quarter second. Just enough time to save you from that arrow. Unfortunately, this doesn't include server lag, meaning the entire challenge came down to the speed of my internet in that single moment.
I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive.
Oh, we got in my box! This kid just got my box! His box hit me! I have heart! Through some stroke of luck, I managed to survive, but this was not the end of our problems. We were still in the middle of a trial chamber surrounded by hostile mobs. Not to mention the fact that the only one of us that was actually good at the game didn't have any armor and shield was about to break. Although pretty soon we were able to clear out the last of the mobs. And now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the trial chambers, gambling. Let's go. Quarzel went first, but he sucks at gambling, so he got some pretty trash loot. Then it was my turn, and I managed to pull 2 ominous bottles, which is going to be amazing if we want to do an ominous trial or a raid. After moving out of the trial chambers, we once again got to work, relocating the base to the middle of the new circle. As you can see up here, we have a villager trading hall going, and then above that, I want to put a bunch of chests for a nice little storage area. Villages are essential, because it's the only way you have access to things like diamond armor, diamond tools, and enchanting books. So while Quarzel bred the villagers instead of a trading hall, I cooked up a quick iron golem farm. This is mostly just going to be a source of emeralds that we're going to use for upgrading villagers and buying things. And over the next couple of days, we pretty much just kept building up the base and trading with villagers. I know the base was kind of boring, but I promised you we're going to fix it up even more and make it look actually pretty decent. Because you got to remember, we're already on day 30 and we haven't even completed anything on the checklist. So this base is entirely just made for efficiency. Unfortunately, Quarzel was not a huge fan of how I set up the storage system.
Bro, what? Okay, tell me. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's get a separate chest for wood blocks and for oh my god, you're actually the worst organizer I think I've ever seen. Bro, more chests does not equal better storage system. Oh my god. This is literally Dr. Donut. Yeah, this is literally Dr. Donut. So you have freaking goddamn redstone blocks and redstone in different chests, bro. You're actually like least smart person I've ever played Minecraft with.
And his anger was not at all helped by the fact that the iron farm kept breaking. Why it kept breaking, I have absolutely no clue, but no matter how many times you tried fixing it, it just never worked. And so if you somehow know why, if you could please comment that down below, it would be really helpful. Organizing all these chests and trading with villagers is taking forever, so I'm gonna skip to I have full diamond armor. Well, pretty much full diamond armor, but you know, who needs a helmet? Anyway, this is the first part of the checklist. I'm so glad we finally had this done because we're over a third of the way to the challenge, and that's only the easiest part. Anyway, now it's time to go defeat the Ender Dragon, which shouldn't take too long now that we have the armor. Although we still have to build a base, which according to my calculations is going to take 60 days, which does mean that we're falling behind by a good amount. Also, it's around the time that Quarzel built a secret carrot farm as a second source of income. Wouldn't tell me where it was, no matter how many times I asked. Although I guess it doesn't really matter, you know, extra emeralds, either way everyone wins. Anyway, Quarzel built up another portal, so I guess it's time to enter the nether. Unfortunately, this is where I usually die in my worlds and in my hardcore world, which hopefully we don't die in this world, but you know, if we do, then I guess you just gotta restart and redo 40 days worth of work. You know? If you couldn't tell, I was absolutely terrified to enter the nether, but I knew it was absolutely necessary if we wanted to complete the second part of the challenge. But I did have to assert my dominance over Quarzels, so I couldn't show any fear as I headed into the nether portal.
Bro, but like, who needs protection, am I right?
Subscribe. Like, wow, man, some really good insights. Wow.
Yeah, really good insights, yeah.
I'm assuming that's why the note was there.
Yeah, that's why you couldn't go in earlier. Oh, you went in. Oh, well, you're gonna die.
Apart from Quarzel having just that much faith in me, the other bad news is this nether spawn. You see, we spawn in a basalt delta, which means we're not gonna have any access to piglins. Piglins are necessary for several resources, most importantly pearls. Unfortunately, I didn't know that at the time, so I went out and built a spawning platform for piglins. Now that you have some context behind what I'm about to show you, this was one of the scariest parts of the entire video. You see, I was heading back to the nether portal right after Quarzel logged off when I got jumped by a bunch of magma cubes. This wasn't really a problem, but that combined with the fact that I couldn't go through the portal because it was just way too laggy led to the only kind of situation that you can get in if you're as good at the game as I am. Well, I guess I'm just gonna wait for Quarzel to get on tomorrow. Quarzel did end up saving me the next day, but I wasn't recording for it, and when I did start recording, yeah, this is what was happening. Really though, I wasn't yet in much of a life-threatening situation. I was just trying to get blaze rods so we could enter the end.
You better not die, bro. I heard that gas.
I knew it wasn't smart for me of all people to be in this situation, but we needed blaze rods and I did not want to be a liability to the team anymore. So I decided to do the dumb thing and stayed trying to get more blaze rods.
You need me to come save you?
No, I don't. So to try to distract him and also myself from realizing that I was in quite the situation, I decided to ask him to fix the iron farm. Wow, okay.
Oh, I mean, it's fixed. I think, I don't know, I broke a couple blocks and then pathed off a couple more blocks, and I mean, it's working. Well, we should probably go to the stronghold and get my infinite emerald idea running before, you know.
Alright, well, I have 2 blaze rods, it's not enough, but I just don't know how to leave now.
Do you need me to come pick you up?
Can you come pick me up, Mom?
What? Oh my god, there's a gas.
What the f—
Oh wait, I might be cooked here.
Quarzel got out of that alive. Unfortunately, I didn't have a pickaxe. I needed to mine my way out in order to escape this predicament.
Like hovering right above you.
What the f—
You can't water bucket clutch in the goddamn nether.
I know that, but
there's a gas shooting at you too.
yeah.
I'm gonna come save you. I ran out of arrows!
Uh-oh, chat.
Oh god.
That's GG! This is not the kind of situation you ever want to be in. I was genuinely boxed like a fish. If a fireball were to hit anywhere near me, I wouldn't die instantly. I'd burn, slowly, watching my life fade away. Then I had the first good idea that I've had since 2013. I placed a block. Ah! I'm at half a heart!
Oh, I'm dead.
I'm at
1 heart.
I was at half a heart. I'm fully boxed in. They can't see me if I'm in a box, right? Like they can't see me. If they can't see me, they can't shoot at me, right? The roll. Okay, all right. I have 26 carrots. You, how the heck does a gas spawn? What? I was safe for now, but I couldn't stay in there forever because time was still ticking on the challenge. So I had to hand mine my way out.
Okay, I'm tunneling towards you. I have 2 pickaxes. Okay, or just leave while I'm trying to save you. Well, then I'm just screwed then. I gotta try to escape now.
Log.
No, I'm fine. I'm chilling. I'm actually good at the game, so.
It's a crazy redemption story right here. This is content. Did he give you his rod?
Yeah, he gave me his rod. Oh god! Go.
Alright, we lived! Holy moly, what happened to our base?
What? Dude, Wait, was it thundering? Oh no! A blade. I'm pretty sure a blaze shot a shot through the thing.
Bro, that's actually so funny. Entire time, only managed to get 2 blaze rods. Luckily though, Quarles was able to get the rest, and also while he was mining at one point, he did end up finding the stronghold. Which does mean that all we need now is pearls, and I do think I have an idea on how we're gonna get those. You see, there's mainly 3 ways to get pearls: piglins, which we don't have access to; endermen, which is gonna take forever if you want to do it; and cleric villagers. Another villager we need to get is the librarian. Unfortunately, in order to get a librarian, we need books, and we don't have any leather for cows, and we can't trade with the librarian for books because we don't have a librarian. And really the only other way to get books in this world is I've only caught 2 fish so far and I'm already like dying. Okay, why does this take so long? This is so stupid.
Once I get the secret technique after beating the ender dragon, it's wrapped. We've won the game.
Mystical and magical secret carrot farm that like probably doesn't exist. Little did I know, Quarzel was still using his secret carrot farm behind my back. But that was by far the least of my worries, because while trying to send a server IP to Quarzel, I accidentally sent it to the general of a Discord server. Honestly though, it'll be fine. There's no way Nick sees it.
Man, watch him just like light the whole base on fire.
Subtle foreshadowing. I think that's enough stalling. Let's go and beat the Ender Dragon. We locked in? Watch me lag into the lava and die. Alright, Quarzel, you ready? You ready, Quarzel?
No.
Put it in.
Alright. Here we go.
Although I'm sure you've seen a million infights, so I'm just going to skip over it. That's because it wasn't very interesting, and not at all because I kind of blue screened because my internet's absolutely terrible. And then when I logged back in, I kind of forgot to start OBS again. And when I did, we already had beaten the editor. Oh my gosh, I haven't recorded this entire time. Bro, that's actually so bad. We just lost like half the end fight. I was genuinely devastated, but we still continued. You know, obviously there's nothing else we could do. So we entered the gateway and we started adventuring across the end. This was Loki giving me flashbacks to the last video that I made. If you haven't seen it, then go check it out after you watch this video. Anywho, we obviously found an end city because you're obviously looking at the screen because this is just so captivating and you should definitely subscribe. Yeah, I'm looking at you there, Buster. Moving on to loot of the end city, we got plenty of shulkers, and Quarzel ended up getting the elytra. He set off across the end to get some more end cities and some more elytras, and I went back to the base in order to start working on the perimeter. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure exactly what day it is because I haven't been keeping track, and I'm just kind of relying on editing one gaming to do that. But it feels so good to get shulker boxes, and we can finally start working on the perimeter of the base. What I mean is this whole outer area of the circle that we've been building for the past like bunch of days, I still don't know. Quarzel's gonna tell me when it's 100 days because he's been keeping track, but I haven't because I'll probably forget anyway if I even tried. But yeah, this whole outer area of the circle we've been building, I'm gonna fill it up with tuff and we're gonna make a cool little border area. Then on top of that area, we're gonna put a bunch of farms, and that's also why I have the base so high up. But completing this second task on the checklist isn't the only good news. That's because I think I may have found where Quarzel's secret carrot farm is.
Oh my god, my iron sword broke!
I had found it, but I had to keep quiet so Quarzel didn't know that I was stealing all of his carrots. Yeah, I just harvested the carrot farm, so we got a bunch of carrots now.
Okay. Efficiency 3 silk touch unbreaking pickaxe. And it's diamond this time.
That's so funny, bro. He has no idea.
I'll take it. Better than nothing.
Yeah, that is not that funny, but I was fully losing my mind at this point. And at the same time, it's crunch time, because we have to get this entire base done by the end of the challenge. Rhyming time with time, craziest bars since Iceman. After gathering some of the materials from the trial chamber, I created a blueprint for what I want the circle to look like. Then Quarzel and I started building it in layers. And while we worked on that, I used the books we got from the librarian and the tools and armor Quarzel collected from the end cities to get myself an actual set of armor and tools. It's not fully enchanted, but honestly this is better than I ever thought I was going to get. And it's pretty good too, you know, it's pretty good.
Oh my god, my carrots aren't even fully grown, bro. What is this?
Am I muted? I'm muted. Yo, he just AP he's better find out. Oh no, he might actually find out here.
I feel like you found my carrot farm.
No!
Because it looks a little griefed.
Maybe.
Actually, like that ass?
I did find it, yeah. It was not
how'd you find it, bro?
Locator bar.
Dug down. I was shifting.
Not for part of
Hacker.
I swear.
Hacker.
I'll even show you the replay. Well, now Quarzel thinks I've been cheating this entire challenge, which I swear I'm not. Here's the clip of me finding it. Mistrust in any group is bad, but I'm sure it won't lead to any problems. But I couldn't dwell on those possibilities for very long, because with less than 30 days left, we really had to get this base done. So Quarzel and I finished placing the tuff. Then we moved on to the upper farms as well as the walls of the base. You might notice that Quarzel was only there for the end of that time lapse. That's because he spent like an entire day trying to get this zombie villager named Bernard up to the top of our base. And Bernard didn't even make it to the top. He just sat in like the engine to our mine, which scared the absolute heebie-jeebers out of me like 13 times. But just because Quarzel wasn't working does not mean that I could slack off. We only have a few days left before the end of the challenge, so I need to absolutely look in. And just to make it that much more exciting, I'm not going to be showing the day counter anymore. Really close to being finished, but the trees aren't growing fast enough, so I'm not sure if we're actually gonna be able to finish just because the trees aren't growing fast enough. Did I just say trees aren't growing fast enough twice? I think I actually might be going crazy. The one thing that gives me hope though, the site of the farm actually coming together. We just have a few more things to grow and just have that whole side to do, which actually isn't gonna take that long, I don't think, once we get the final stuff done, especially if I just use it for trees. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it for trees or I'm gonna use it for planting yet, but that does give me hope. That does give me some big amounts of hope. Tomorrow, like real life tomorrow, is the last day of us doing this challenge, so I'm very excited, but we still have a pretty big lock-in to do if we want to get all of this done, and that is where everything fell apart. You see, Nitro Noodle had found the server IP, and through talking with me and Quarzel, he had realized what we were doing. When we logged on next, just watch.
Hold up. Yo, why is water breaking fish?
Nothing could have prepared me for the sight of our base completely destroyed. At first, I thought it was a mistake. Somehow a lightning storm had caused a fire, or possibly even Quarzel had tried to make a fire. But when I got up to the top of the staircase, I saw it. Screw
you, you gave me 3 seconds of screen time. Sub to Nunchuck. You know what, I do kind of see the destruction.
Kind of? Our entire base is gone. It was the night of day 98. There was no way we'd be able to rebuild, which means we'd failed the last part of the challenge. But Nitro Noodle, I will get my revenge. I challenge you to a 10-hour fight. Whoever's the most wheat within 10 hours of a Minecraft world wins. I will win and get revenge for everything that you've done to me. With that said, thanks for watching, and don't worry, I will restart the challenge over again. Subscribe so you don't miss that or the video of me beating Nitro Noodle in this battle. Also, I did just die in my hardcore world, so a harder like in this video and I'll start a new world.